So you may be filling in for Tyson Fury with Wilder. Obviously he got COVID. Any talks, or at least did you think about that?
No, but I was getting ready for. I thought there was gonna be another a mix-up with Anthony Joshua and Usyk, but things happen for a reason. But I gotta stay in my own lane right now and climb back to the ladders.
Those are the words of Andy Ruiz Jr. when he was asked, could he fill in for Tyson the Gypsy King Fury for his fight with Deontay Wilder. And and Andy Ruiz politely said no. But he did mention he thought there was going to be like a mix-up with Anthony Joshua Usyk. Okay? And that would have been his interest in filling in with anyone. If it was anyone, it would be with Anthony Joshua if the Usyk negotiations fell through, as you can see and tell. He told you, like, hey, I want to just stay in my lane. I was rusty my last fight, so I want to stay where I'm at, where I'm comfortable. So I think at the end of the day, I'll stay where I'm at. Okay, and let me counterpunch. Andy Ruiz, we know that he flat out just turned down that opportunity because I think he wasn't ready for someone like Wilder. Wilder was prepared to go life and death with Tyson Fury this time. I can only imagine how he feels right now. I'll do a video on him next. But I think Wilder was ready for battle. And I think watching Wilder prepare, snapping that right hand, chopping that right hand, landing that right hand, working on body punches, I think that was a fight that Andy Ruiz wouldn't want. On top of the fact, though, okay, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. And what I mean by that is Andy Ruiz knows where the life-changing money was. If anybody that has a testimony for how a fighter of that magnitude, like Anthony Joshua, can change your life, is him. Andy Ruiz went from a guy that was sleeping on a cot, right, in Manny Robles' guest room, to becoming the unified heavyweight champion of the world, to buying his mom a house of her own on top of his, with his wife and his 5 kids. That should tell you everything you want to know. On top of fighting for a rematch and getting twice as much money, right? So he was wilding out. His life had changed, and his life had changed drastically from getting that first paycheck. Okay, so that just shows you, what type of state of mind he was in the life, how his life increased for the better when fighting Anthony Joshua. And if you notice, the other reason why he wouldn't want to fight Wilder, because he doesn't know how lucrative that really is. Okay, he doesn't. We know the sales were down. We know that Wilder isn't like the best salesman, and he's not even selling, or wasn't even selling, the third fight anyway. So to go up against something that against like someone like Anthony Joshua, knowing that, hey, I could get $5 to $7 more million for stepping in, and I know we're 1-1, I think that would be worth the fight, for Andy Ruiz, because he knows that, hey, that's where the money is. They don't dick around over there. They don't give you a projected dollar amount that you can possibly make. No, they give you a flat rate. People piss on flat rates, and I don't know why you're doing that. Flat rate is exactly what you're going to get. Whether you do this much or you do this much or you do that much, right? You're still getting the same rate, which is great. Bars. Okay, and that was one of the reasons. And you see his interest was like, no, I was actually looking about Joshua if Usyk fell through. See, he would want that fight because he knows where the money is. He knows where the money is because he's been there before. He hasn't been over there with Wilder. And the irony of Andy Ruiz is he's only fought one fight. Really, in the last 2 years, he's 2-2. He's 2 fights with DAZN and he's 2 fights with PBC. He fought, what was it? I don't know if it was Ustinov, right? Right before the Joshua fight. I think that was his name. It might have been another name. But then he fought Joshua on DAZN. Then fought Joshua in the rematch on DAZN. Now he fought Areola on PBC, back to PBC, right? So he's 2-2. But he knows each and every time he has an opportunity to talk about what he wants, he's always mentioning Joshua for the third fight, if you notice that. Right? You won't miss him saying things about Anthony Joshua when need be. Okay? And then that's not even the fight to talk about. And they asked him about another fight, and he brung up Anthony Joshua then. So that should tell you a lot. The devil that you know is always better than the devil that you don't. And Deontay Wilder, unfortunately, is the devil that he does not know. Okay? Because the money is not guaranteed over there, because the money at times is funny. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Andy Ruiz responding to the idea of replacing Tyson Fury for the July 24th date. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.